Hi everybody, Heidi-The, your crafter. How are you doing? I hope you're well. I had something to tell you and I don't know what it is. Don't know. Right, let's just get on with it and then we can, if I get on with it now, then I've got more time to do another video. No Toby today, so Andy's going to make tea and I'm going to ask him while he's making tea if it's okay if I come back up here. And if I've got something ready, I can try and get another video in. Right, I'm going Tracy Evans. My whole point of this set for me is this. I mean, the rest of it's stunning. And I have seen things done with these and these. I've done something with that, but I didn't end up showing it because I didn't go down that road. And I have done a ticket, a card, and a thrincher with what we're going to do now. I'm not happy with the thrincher and the ticket. Oh no, I am totally happy with the thrincher and the ticket. I'm not happy with my shading, which I'll show you before we finish anyway. It was my own fault, my own mistake. But I've still put them in my book because it's for me to look back on and I can go, don't do that again. But the actual thing itself, I think, is stunning. So we're going to go with this. So I picked up this stamp set and I says, right, I want that. I just don't know what colours to do, no idea. So I got my box out and I just picked an handful, and these are the ones I picked up. Now I think what we're going to do now, this would be amazing, and I don't know why I didn't go with it, but I can see, where's it gone? Can you see all the different colours that you would put in here, what you'd put in the background? You watch what I'm going to do and then just imagine all those colours done with it. Oh, I think it'd be beautiful. So I think I will probably still do that. Obviously, I'll change the card. But I ended up with this one. I thought, do you know what? Why not? I've never done a card with all blues, so I thought I'd give it a go. But yes, absolutely, I think it could look phenomenal. Oh, without a doubt. It's not often you actually see a pastel card, is it? And those new pencils I've just got, hang on. I got the skin tone ones to go with it as well. But I got the neon and pastel. So those pastel colours, can you imagine those pastel colours on Tracy's stamp? Where's it gone now? Yeah, the perfect colours for it. So I could colour the big flower in with them. Oh gosh. Oh, me head. So there's another one. Right, so we're going to use TE48 after all that. We are going to use stencil, I think it's called Grunge. Grunge ST3. I'm using this on every single card lately. I absolutely love it. I was going to do some texture pasting it, some of my crackle that I use all the time, but I don't know why I didn't. Because it was my plan. I've got it out ready. It's here. I don't know why I didn't. I put these on top of it. These were just scraps that I cut down to make some tags, and I bet that's why I didn't do it, because I can't see it with them on top. So there you go. Right, so what we're going to do, I pulled out, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I just went thinking I need 5 blues. To me, it didn't matter the blues, but I did try and get them. Like, tumbled glass will be this one. Then I went salty ocean for the next one. Then I went prize ribbon for this one. Chipped sapphire for one of them. And then I went twilight for one of them, for the darker one. So there is no black anywhere near this. And I actually used this one as well, Arctic, which could, maybe I just used 6. Or maybe I didn't use that. So I ended up with 5 anyway. So let's just do it. So first thing we're going to do, I don't know if I can keep that in. Sure, I'm only doing the card because I'll show you the thrincher after. It's exactly the same, only on a smaller composition. Composition. That's when you need Andy, isn't it? So I'm going to put a bit of tumbled glass down. You'll notice this is the way I've started putting my ink down a lot now, because I'm more in control rather than just, I mean, don't get me wrong, I am still going to do this, smoosh properly, but I feel more in control when I can do it like this. So I'm just going to use my little platform. Now this card's already cut to size, so it's cut out with the master layout 1 for Gina Kate, and it's not going to have a matten layer. It's just, I cut the card to that size. Now the reason I wet it as well after is it gives you such a smooth look, whereas I could just pick it up, put it down, and it'd leave you them blotches. So if you want that look, that's good, that's fine. On this occasion I don't want that look, so I will just do it with water. Most of the time I spray it when I've done it anyway. I'm using a super smooth card. It's funny because I've just been talking to Tracy. I did the ticket, like I just said, and I put it in my Thinchy book, and put the name of the flower up the side of it, which is what I'm doing now. It's actually on the card itself, and it's on the, now then, I don't know if it is on the Thinchy. Oh, like I say, I'll show you after. But I've done it, it's in my book, and I'm just about ready to film. And I always check my YouTube before I start. That's how I check the date, which I still forgot what it is. Wait a minute. It is 4th of July. Happy 4th of July, guys. Yeah, so I'll just check my YouTube just before I start to film. And I saw a new video uploaded from Tracy. And honestly, I messaged her straight away. I says, how weird. And we've done the same sort of thing with the ticket. We both put it in the book. We both put the name of the flower, I think Tracy did. Different items we've put in. But the set out was the same, and it was like, that's weird. It made me chuckle. Just shows, doesn't it? Some of us had the same mind. I mean, not all the time. Tracy's absolutely phenomenal. But it was just weird. It was random. I don't think you could have got more random than that. So yeah, it made me smile. Doesn't take much, I don't suppose. So that's the second colour we're putting on. Now, if I'd used full-on watercolour, I wouldn't have had any of them, but they're alright, they're going to fit in with what we're doing now. I wouldn't never dream of doing a full blue card, you know. Watch it, I bet I've done one in past now. I know I've done, oh no, I didn't do full red, I did red and black once. And obviously I've done black and white. I like a monochrome card anyway, so this works well. I'm just going to put a little bit more of this in. I'm tempted to put a bit of a darker one on and all, but we're doing a lot over it after, so actually I'll leave it. Oh yeah, that's nice. So that's the colours done. Like I say, I'm not putting it down, so I don't want any runny bits going around edge or anything. So that's why I'm dabbing. I can't, well, no, I'm going to say I can't believe how many of you bought the set and messaged me and what have you. But yeah, I can believe it. I talked to Tracy before it came out, and I said to her, it's just going to be an absolute sellout. It was just a fantastic release. And I love it because it really is a long time since I've seen a really, really good one. And that's not me saying anybody else isn't good, because they are. They really are. But this was just amazing. I think it helps also that It was a big release, so you have more of a choice as well. Which, I mean, not everybody will have bought the full release. But, I mean, I said before, and Tracy says it in her videos, all the stamps linked to the back stamp, you know, it's continuous. So, I know also that a lot of you bought all the stamps, along with some of the newer ones. Because you can't go wrong, can you? Right, let's remove that. Phew, I've got Lolly asleep. So don't be shouting. Don't be letting your dogs bark. She's easily distracted, it's good. Right, got a very dirty platform. And we're going to use the big stamp. Now then, I googled this last night, I think it was. Yeah, when I wanted to put the name on. Because I wanted to know, I mean, yes, I know it's next to it, but I wanted to know if that was that. And obviously it is. But while I was Googling, we all know I don't do flowers. I don't know what else is apart from a carnation. And daisy. There's rose. I'm not a fan of roses. I'd go mad if Andy bought me roses. I like carnations. They last a long time. Anyway, when I was Googling this, I'm going to stamp in Twilight. I came across it in different colours. Well, I saw one colour set. And I'm actually going to make it, so I'm not going to tell you what the colours are. But wow. And they're two of my favourite colours that go together anyway. But what an absolute stunning flower it was. And for me, that doesn't do flowers. I think that's saying something. I meant to ink that before I came on, you know, re-ink it. So even the stamping is not being done in black. Now, I don't want a double stamp. I don't want to put it in my platform. Now, when I stamped it before, it didn't give me a full-on stamp. So I did actually top it up with a bit of black pen. Now then, I want to go working out what I've got to put up top and what have you. I'm going to come down a little bit. I'm going to go there. And hopefully I haven't double stamped with the card being a bit warpy. Now it's this bit here. Obviously I just put the pressure here, don't I? It's that's not always giving me the full stamp. It's not the stamp, it's just the way that I'm pushing down. When I've done it on my platform, it's stamped down perfect. I did it in these colours, look. I don't like this. I didn't like the white over the flower. Yeah, and I tried to cover it. This is what I did with what I've done on this one. I spoilt it with this. And I went and did it again. But I do like them colours as well. I love the background colour. This here, that's Victorian Velvet and Vintage Photo, I think it is. Beautiful together. But I wanted to go what somebody else were doing. I mean, I don't know if somebody else... Oh my goodness, it did it. Perfect. And I'm not embossing it, which is something I would always normally do. When you have a flower stamp, I do find, like all these lines here, these little delicate lines, when you emboss, you lose some of your fine lines. And I didn't want to lose it because of the way that we're colouring it. Oh, that was squeaky, wasn't it? Right, let's put that away. Now then, what should we do first? I think... Oh, let's colour the flower first. Or shall I do the stencil? No, I'm going to colour the flower. So, when I did it yesterday, the ones I'm going to show you, I did it with 3 colours of Inktense pencils. But today I'm just going to do it with 2. Because I don't think it made that much difference. Look at that. I knew we were going to do it. It's so warm in here, even my pencils are breaking. That's not even the right one anyway. Let's see, look. That's black. So there's that blue. I don't think that's the one I want. That's the one I want. And then obviously a lighter blue. So that's what I'm going with. I'm just going to give them a tiny little sharpen. Don't want to sharpen them too much because, like I say, this heat's melting everything, including me. So all I'm going to do with my pencil is put the black, it's not black, there's no black on this card, Heidi. Put the darker blue at the back of all of them. This is the most simplest colouring you're ever going to do if you've got these, or any watercolour pencils will do it. Couldn't work that bit of flower out. I'm actually looking at my old one to see what's what. When they're underneath, I like to do them a bit darker because you can have that shade, aren't you? Oh, I've just got my paintbrush down to colour them as well, and I've realised I'm not even using a paintbrush. It took me ages to pick which one I wanted to use. Dilly billy. So a bit of blue, a bit darker there, a bit darker there. It's all around there. Bit darker, bit darker. That's it. So I'm going to swap that one out and take it for the lighter one. I'm not putting a lot, I'm just putting a bit of... I'm not even blending them in because my brush is going to do it. Now, the card I've already done, this I think will be a lot lighter because I used 3 on the other. And obviously my colours came further up. The other one that I've just shown you, I did that with 3 different ink tints. I'm going to have to learn to do something else with them because this is all I ever do with them. So I am going to have to learn to use them properly. Do you know, it just means sitting down and watching videos, and I just, for one, I can't sit still, and for 2, I don't have the time. And I know that sounds silly, but I just don't have the time. I think it's more that I can't just sit still. If I'm sat downstairs and we're watching a programme, I will knit because I can't just, sits like that, I've got to be, I'm even thinking about it now. I did think about putting some white in, but I want to see, I'll tell you what, I want to see if it makes a difference. So which blue did I use? This one? Let me just see if it makes a difference. That one. I mean, you can't see it for one, but let's just have a look. I will use a brush on this one. So I would always start with my light anyway. Let's just see what it does. This isn't the best brush to be doing it with. I don't think it's going to make much difference. No. Right, the only problem we have with these is once you've, once it's dried, it's, look how blue that is. It's permanent. Although you could go over it with an add to it and what have you. As soon as it dries now though, you can't take it off is what I mean, it's permanent. Right, let's give it a bit of colour. Here goes. I wonder what that would have done. No, I don't think. I mean, it probably is doing something, but I don't know what it is. So I'm using my Wink of Stella. Because I was going to go in and give it some kind of highlighting, I thought, and I'd already done it. Then I went over it with my Wink of Stella. I thought, just blend it with your Wink of Stella. So I'm starting, I don't want it to be too... I'm starting at the top where I know there isn't any, but I do have that underneath. And I'm going to pull that up. And it just gives a beautiful sparkle to it. I meant to splatter with water, but I'll do that when I've done stenciling then. Because like I said, this won't move because it's permanent. So all I'm going to do is go all the way around. I'm going to take some of that blue when I get to bottoms and take it into there just to give it a bit of a highlight. Because as tempting as I wanted to make it yellow or a different colour, it's all about the blues. And I keep wiping this off, one because I don't want it to get too wet, and two because where I'm starting light here, I would be going in with a dark colour, and that's not what I want to do. So you're pulling that bit of colour up, but you're not bringing it all the way, which gives you that nice blended look, I think. Just my opinion. I'm doing it on an angle because I'm struggling to see the colours. I don't know why. So that's where it's darker because it's underneath. Same with these two here. Makes a big difference. Forgot to put my fan on and I'm just starting to melt now. It's all good. I mean, we're going to splatter with white. So I was going to put some white dots in here. And I think I might have done on... Oh, it was on this one. And I didn't like it. Saying that, I did it with a thick Posca because I was only messing with that. It's not even the right size card. It was just a piece that I knew I weren't going to use. It was too wide but too short. So I could have cut it down one way but not the other. I mean, saying that, I could have made tags out of it. But it didn't get wasted. I'll keep it. I won't get rid of it because it just gives me things to look back on to say, that bit's really good, but don't do that with that sort of thing. It's so easy to colour with these. It does it for you. Just remember to always start at your lightest bit, whether you've took that all the way up or what. Always start with your lightest bit and come down into your dark. This is one of those where, like I say with rub-ons, is it cheating? Because I think this makes you look really good at blending and what have you. But is it just the pens that are doing it? Yeah, I know you're in control, but you can see what I'm doing and it's nothing, you're not doing anything special. You're literally just moving it around. That's underneath, so I want it a bit darker. And this one. So I went straight into the dark there and brought the dark out. That doesn't feel very wet. So rather than squeeze it, I'm just gonna, where was I? Here. And that's your colouring done. This one's dark because it's underneath, so I'm going to pull the blue down. That's it, your flower's done. How fantastic is that? How quick is that? It's dead sparkly. I wish you could see what I can see. Now I've just realised I haven't done any of that. But while we're here, now this is my downfall. I would normally put a dark shadow, and that's when I tend to ruin stuff. So I'm just going to come in with a little light one and hope that it's enough. Now let me see what you can see. That looks okay. So I don't want it all over. Right, I'll just go up this one and see how that looks. Well, actually, I'll do it up. I want to go to here anyway. But if I don't like it from here, I can stop blending it out and just leave it as it is. I've got a lot to put on the background yet, so it's all good. That's as far as I want to go up that side. So let's have a look before I do the other side. So if I drag it down, yes, it's not quite wet enough. Oh, I didn't want to do it with the glitter one. Silly fella. See, mistakes to be had. I'm not stopping it now, I've already done it. Yeah, that was the right choice. You'll see on the other ones, I proper ruined it. I started it with blue and I didn't like it, so I did go in with the blacky grey. Oh, and I just proper ruined it. It looks like that. It looks just like that, which is not good. I like that. It's give it a shadow without giving it a, a powerful shadow. So I'll do the same this side. Like I say, I didn't really want to do it with my Wing Castella, but I've done it one side, so I'm going to continue. I would have just done it with a normal paintbrush. I kind of like that. It's sort of like glowing round it. I do think sometimes they need this little shadow. Otherwise, sometimes they just look plonked, don't they? I can look at my own stuff and think, you don't look like you belong. Right, and I'm going to stop there. And you're not going to pull that out because that's already set now. Just that little hint is all it needs. Now, if only I was that gentle before instead of being so heavy-handed. What a difference this is making up to my ticket and my thrincher. Now, that I'm happy with. Oh, I'm really happy with that. I mean, it's not mega, but I'm happy with that. Right, let's do the funny fun bits. I like these bits. Right, first start off, I'm going to put, just so I know where I can stencil and not stencil, I'm going to use this, what I call a sentiment holder. I've seen it used as a vase, which I thought was clever. So I'm going to use this. Where's my little? Here it is. My smaller one. Now this is out of, this is my favourite, it really is. I just love this. And I use them on every single thing I do. This is T32. Actually, this was sold out. Pardon me, and Tracy's just got it back in. So there you go, it is a popular one. Not just my likings. So I'm going to take this up to the tree, nail up to the tree. That'll be a flower then. And I'm just going to not measure anything. I'm going to plonk it down. That'll do. And we're going to line the outside with the ink pad. So it'll look like it's been, you know, just stamped in one piece. And one of my favourite things to say is, let me find it. Oh, no, do you know what? Let's go with this. A little note. Let's go with a little note. I love that. On my other one, I've put a quiet place. I just love that. And I like the programme as well. But I use it on a lot of stuff, that, a quiet place. And Andy asked me why I use it. I said, I just like it. I just like what it says. That's me. I live in a quiet place. I really do. Not around my house. I mean, in a world of my own. I live in a quiet place. Yeah, that's cute. Right, and with that same blue, I might as well do it now. I'm going to put the line underneath. Now, when I'm doing them under the writings and stuff, I don't normally have a problem, she says. I'm normally okay with them. I'm going to use a paintbrush. I'm taking the main bit of water off. See? Why I can't do it anywhere else, I don't know. Now, like I say, I use the mice on everything. So this time, because they're new, I'm going to use the chickens. It's really weird not using the mice. And it must just be something I like, because I tend to do this on all my writing on Tracy's cards. You know, do the writing and then stand a mouse on top. Cluck, 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 cluck. Oh, Tracy, you missed the market there. You should have had some stamps saying cluck, cluck, cluck. Chick, 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 chicken. Lay a little egg for me. You're not allowed to sing. YouTube tells you off. Well, this is certainly different. Well, I never thought I'd be doing chickens on a stamp, on a card, never. Right, so now I'm going to go to the words that I want to put on, which are very faint, and they come from this one. This was the last release, I think. TE43, this is Magnolia, and I'm going to use that because I absolutely love this, and I use that an awful lot now. And with this one, this is where I brought in the Arctic. I'm still going to stamp it off, although you could probably get away with not doing, but I'm going to. Which way up? It's right way, isn't it? Yeah. So I know I've still got the what do you call it word to put in yet, the flower word. But I want that to, all this to be underneath it all. Now I am going to go over my flower. It might not stand out much, but you've got a little bit. I love it. See, I think if you went straight in, although it's not a dark colour, it's going to stand out too much for what I want. Doesn't that just change your look of your card already? Oh, nearly, Heidi. I'm going to go, actually, I'm going to go here, so it's just above that one, and I'm going to go here again. Now I'm wondering whether I should do it all over. Well, I have now. There we go. So that will do. It's looking nice. I'm going to have to sort all my Tracy stamps out today. I'm trying to make room because Tracy doesn't have a place yet. Tracy's in tubs all over. I know which place she's going in. I just haven't managed to get her in there yet. Now I want my stencil, which is grunge, like we said. And this is where I'm going to use prize ribbon. Now, to me, this just sets this card off completely. So I'm going to think about what I'm doing. I want the 28 down here. Do you know what? I'm just going to do it. So I'm using my Tracy Evans brushes, which are amazing. These are the brushes I'm moving to completely now. So I think I'm just going to put a little bit down here. Can't remember what I did. See, I had a full piece of card before, and this one I've already cut down to size, so it is a little bit more, look, lush. Not a word I would normally use. How blue that is. Bit lighter in the middle. I like that. Wow. I don't want it on my hands. I'm going to take a bit down here. Now, I don't want it on the flower. I bet I've got on flower, haven't I? I don't know why the 2 and 8, but I just like this 2 and 8. Let's have a W for Walker. There's a little 2 there. I could have used that. I want it. I think that looks pretty good. What am I missing? My word's going to go down here. Some splatter and some white splatter. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I think that looks okay. I don't want to overdo it. Let's put the word on. And we're doing it in Twilight. Keeping it blue. I can't even pronounce this word. Enchineke. Okay. Yeah, I never was any good at English. Maths I were alright. Toby just got his school report. It was brilliant. Doing fantastic in maths. I'm gonna, yeah, like that. Perfect. I'm really happy with that. I know I haven't put any blue through the blue, you know, in the middle, them little white, but I'm not going to either. I think it looks okay. Well, it does to me. just put this set away. There we go. All nice and pretty again. All the stamping's finished. Just going to do a bit of splatter. So, I'm going to splatter just with water first. And then I'm going to dab that up. I'm not going to put the white down at the same time. Now, this is permanent, so it's not going to bother it. I wish I'd put my chickens down after, actually, because sometimes when water goes on them, I'm not a fan. That'll do. We're taking it straight up anyway, so... Yeah, I mean, some of you might see it, look at it and say, well, I can't see a difference because the stencil's grungy. But I can see it. I can see the difference of what it's done here. It makes a huge difference. Oh, I do love it. And then to top it off, we're going to give it some white, which I think just absolutely finishes this card 100%. I've just got a new one, but I've got loads left in here yet. I'm thinking about just adding some water to this and leaving it runny. In fact, after this one, I think I will. Actually, no. That's very... Could have done with cleaning all this off it first, but I'm going to do that and see what happens to it. Oops. I'll have a look at that later on and see if it's made a proper liquid one. Let me just grab my new one. She says. Gosh, I thought I'd lost it then. This is about, I think it's about 13 quid now. It lasts as long as you want it to last. It depends how much you use it. Like, if I'm just doing a quick summer, I'll use my Posca. In fact, the one I'm going to show you what I did yesterday, I use my Posca because I don't have to get my good stuff out all the time then. Oh, that felt good. Look at that. Yummy, yummy. I want to make a promise to myself that I start cleaning around here so it doesn't end up like the other one, but I know what I'm like, and I won't. Never mind. I mean, that other one's probably ready to just splash straight on now without what I've put in it. Oh no, it's a bit runny. It'll come in for some. There's loads of paint to go off it yet. Let's leave it upside down. Now I should use my splatter box, but it's on floor with a load of stuff in it. So, yeah. I'm going to cover my chickens, but it's okay. Look, it's all going on over here already. Is it nice doing an all blue card? That's very... God, you can't tell the difference when you've got a new one. Flipping hummer. Look at that waist. But I can't leave it there. I'm going to put that there because we're going to cut a card base. I was going to cut it before and I just thought we'll leave it there. Let me just move them out. If I just put that to the side, I can cut it then. It only takes 2 seconds, doesn't it, to cut one. It's unreal where that white splashes to. So my card base, I'm using the same card. This is why I did, that's too thin. This is why I did the actual panel in Super Smooth, because I want a matching base. And my base was going to be Super Smooth anyway. So I want it to be 11. I always make top fold cards unless it's a big card. I want 11. Oops. By 4 1/4. Which leaves that too thin. If you use American card, you can cut 2 bases out of it. But UK A4, you can only get 1 of my size, of the size I'm doing. Oh, I didn't mean to put that away. You also want to score it at 5 1/2. Now that gives me an A2, which is the standard American card base, which is what I use. I think I always did it because all the stuff I bought, like the master layouts, the panels and stuff I bought, they was all made for the A2. So I just always made A2 cards. I didn't even cut it straight. That'll do. Yes, that's fine. I don't like bone folders. I use this. Somebody asked me about it again the other day. I know loads of you use it now. Oh, look. That's my stamp from the back of my cards. Anyway, I might have to put a bit of heat to it. We've just got one more thing to do. Let me just dry it off. Now, normally, a lot of my cards, I blend in around the edges. But I'm not doing that on this. I'm holding it a bit further away because I don't want my white to boil, if you like. It goes crispy if it boils. There you go, it's drying now. Some big splats there, weren't there? Just got these couple here. Come on, dry. I like to heat stuff from underneath, and then you know it's dry all the way through as well. Plus it tends to be quicker, and it stops your card from bending as much. That looks pretty good to me now. Yeah. Right. Twilight. I know a lot of you use your Sharpies to go around the edge and what have you, but I use my ink pad. It does exactly the same thing. 9 times out of 10 if I use a Sharpie, I end up coming onto a picture. I'm good like that. I've even done it when I've done it this way as well though, so. And it justifies, I proper creased it there, look. That's my only issue with the Super Smooth, the thick one. It cracks when you put heat on it and water and heat and water and heat. I think a lot of papers actually dry out though, because I put this in oven to make pages for journal, and it's only in there minute, 2 minutes, and sometimes I wet it with water, sometimes I just put it straight in, and it's as crispy as I don't know what. So it obviously takes the, what does it take out of it? I won't say dampness because it's not damp, but it obviously takes some out of it. Don't know why I'm using this glue. My other glue's here outside of me. I only use this one for construction normally. Been doing a lot of that lately, haven't we? It's been good. I've really, really enjoyed it. Now that ink is wet, as you can see. So I'm hoping to put it down and not touch it again. So get it in place. Get it in place. That'll do, and then I'll lay it flat down, like I do with all my cards. And then I'll show, I won't bling it up, it's not the kind of card for bling for me. And I like it as it is, so let's have a look. There, look at that blue. And there, still wants to be put down a bit more. I hope you like it. I didn't do much with the middle, but I don't think it needs it. I do have, oh here, a gel. I don't like jelly pens, but I love this one. I love, look at that colour. I don't even know, does it have a name? I've had this since I started crafting, so it's never run out yet. No. I don't even know, no idea. But if anything, if I was going to do anything, it would just be to dot it in. But because I've used my Wink Stella, you're probably not even going to, let's have a look. Oh, you can see it a little bit. But you don't need it because you've already got all that other stuff on it. So here's the card that I did with the mice and the quiet place, A Quiet Place. I don't think there's much difference. I went too heavy there. I like the faint blue. So obviously I used a different pencil. Yeah, it's not much different, to be fair. I prefer the colour of this flower. But like I say, I had 3 colours on this one. I do prefer that. Oh yeah, I really do. One of them blues, now looking at it, didn't belong. So, the Trinche. Bear in mind, I don't like the finished Trinche because of this. Really spoilt it. And then I went blue on the other side. So, but like I say, I'm not taking it out because it were me. It belongs. And it actually all matches. And then, this is the bit that me and Tracy have done the same without even talking to each other. I think the difference is, I don't know what Tracy used here. I don't even know what flower she put on. But I think she had the words, but I stenciled underneath mine a little bit. And this is where I messed it up again. That's the put off for me. But the actual ticket, I love it. I love how that came out. See how shiny that one is. Oh, I used that pen on there, look. Yeah, I don't think it needs it. Did I use it on? No, I didn't use it on Trinche. But the idea is there if you wanted to. I don't normally do matching ones. Still don't know where that is. That was my very first one. So obviously that will matching. I was going to do a January, February, March, all like that. But I ended up not doing. I love that one. I love that. Oh, I just love them. I love them all. They are proper little pieces of art, aren't they? I think that's in lopsided, but it's fine. But there you go. Yes, I prefer the colouring on that one. And we've got chickens. Oh, I'll put a chicken there. Didn't even realise I'd done that. Right, guys, I'm going to go. So, how it worked. I picked what I wanted to use and then I picked my colours this time. And I think it didn't look too bad. It's all there one way or another. Right, I'm going to go. I'm going to see if I've got time to get on with something else. Or at least get some stuff put away. And we're under an hour. Get in there. So if you like what you saw, please subscribe, like, share, whatever you want. And I'll catch you real soon. And I'll try to remember whatever I've used to put in the links below. I'll try. I can't promise that. Love you guys. Bye.